In this episode, we are digging into one of those hidden gems that can totally change the game for any business online, a sales page that actually converts. Did you know most sales pages convert around 2% of visitors, but top ones, they are hitting 11% or even higher? Imagine the difference that could make to your business. A good sales page can literally make or break a whole marketing campaign. So we are here to walk you through how to make yours one of those performing pages. I've got Hussein here with me. Today he's a copywriter in Kigali with experience in helping businesses create pages that do not just sit there, but actually bring in customers. We are going to talk about why there is such a huge demand for great copywriters right here. And Hussein is breaking down step-by-step guide, building high converting sales page. So, if you're ready to make your sales page work as hard as you do, stay tuned. This episode packed with insight you won't want to miss. Let's jump in. This is Unlock Podcast, your first stop if you're a business owner in Kigali or passionate business.
Your business won't be the same as you're at the right spot where we help businesses unlock their untapped potential, grow their business, and become monumentally successful.
From the business secrets known by few, copywriting secrets, and the unique marketing strategy that make all the difference and set you apart from the rest of Kigali.
So, stay tuned and get ready to unlock your business potential like never before, right here on the Unlock Podcast with Salvatore and Hussein every Wednesday.
Welcome again to Unlock Podcast. My name is MS Salvatore, and today we are going to talk about something special, something that will left you with a smile on your face. That is money. It involves money, of course. Today we are going to talk about how you can make a good sales page, a sales page that converts at a high rate. And today, let me welcome my friend here, Hussein. As you know, he's a copywriter, and one of the roles of copywriter is to craft a good sales page, a sales page that brings in millions and the thousands of, a lot of money. Hussein, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here, and I'm very interested and excited to have this conversation. Thank you.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's start. Before we dive into crafting, how you craft a sales page, I wanted to ask, how did you find yourself crafting the sales page?
Thank you very much. The question can also be like, how did you become a copywriter in general?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. My journey to become a copywriter was something that happened over a period of time, because I always liked the working remotely,
Yeah.
You see online, working from your computer, and having your own schedule, something like that. So I was looking for something I can do to get this freedom. So I tried a lot of things in the past. I tried e-commerce. I tried.
Yeah, I remember.
I tried a lot of things.
eBay.
Yeah, eBay. Yeah, I wanted to. I was looking forward to start my shop on eBay. So some complications happened, but after that time, I was still looking, and I learned about copywriting. And after that, I understood that there is a huge gap in the market. People don't know how to convince their customers, because it's something different. If someone is coming to your shop face to face, you can convince them easily. But writing is something that people don't do well when they are trying to convey something. So it requires a lot of techniques, a lot of research and other stuffs to make someone who's reading something about your business to like you, to love you, to want to be in business with you, to buy from you. So this is why. And also copywriting is among the, best high income skills someone can have. Yeah, so that's why I tried myself to learn about copywriting, including also writing sales page.
Yeah. That brings me to my next question, which is why having a well-crafted sales page is essential or critical to the business owners, especially those wanting to go online.
So thank you very much. Having a good sales page is very important for the business. Here's why. It's normal when you can also make a research or also visit a lot of businesses. We find that they have the best product. Their products are very good.
Yeah.
You find that they are doing everything to make their customers happy. They have positioned themselves in a way that they can help well someone who's coming for their services. But the question comes, if you are not well at presenting, because now we're talking in the world of someone going online, finding your stuff, liking it, and buying from you. They're not already in your shop. Your product is good, the product can help them, but they don't know it yet.
They don't know what.
They have it, it's their first time to encounter with your product. Since they're not looking at it like face to face or trying to use it in real life, it is something they are seeing online, it's digital. So you have to be all have to have a well organized sales page that takes that person in a way that he will eventually realize that this is something they've been looking for. This product of yours is something which is going to solve their problems. So at the end, if it don't convince someone to buy from you because it's online, we are saying, then it doesn't matter if you have the best stuff, if your product is good. If the person who's reading is not convinced, is not dying to get that and solve their problems, then I don't think you will remain in business for a long period of time.
I get it. And having a not cool sales page can lead to your audience not know how your solution can help them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so I want to ask these questions for the audience to understand. I want you to walk us through step by step the journey of creating a well-crafted, high-converting sales page.
So thank you. To be able to come up with a good sales page, there are 3 things that you have to come up with. You have to understand very well.
Yes.
This is the beginning, the basics. There is this one copywriter. He came up in the past with this method, and it is the best, like something good that has ever happened in the copywriting world. What he said is, this is something I use when I'm writing sales page. First thing is, you have to identify who is your one reader. Okay? I use the word reader because your sales page is someone's going to read it. So you have to come up with a one reader. Okay? So this reader you have to know what is going on in his mind. What is the conversation going on in the mind of this one reader? So the one reader is someone whom you're trying to help. It is someone who is in need of your services, who can use your product. So you have to understand what's going on in his mind, the conversation. And how do you know this? This is something which is very difficult to know. Okay? So you have to make deep research. In fact, 90% of a sales page must be composed of the language of this one reader. So if you're trying to help someone who has fear of public speaking, you can make a research. You go on Amazon, you find a book which helps people to come up or to become best public speakers. Then you can go to the review section and see what people are saying about the book, the transformation, what the book has helped them, how the book has helped them to become from being fearful, become confident. So all of this stuff have to make this research and understand the language they use, their fears, their motivations, their, in that sense. This is the first thing. Then you have to come up with a big idea.
Before you go to the next that one, which is a big idea, is it necessary to use Amazon alone, or is there other platform that you can use?
You can use Amazon reviews. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Quora. Maybe you have friends who have the same issues. You can ask them, talk to them and understand. And if you're working with a business, some businesses have the avatar. They have the representative persona of their client. This makes the work easier. So you can make research on any platform as long as you get the insight you're looking for. So the second thing I was saying is the big idea. The big idea, it is something. So I like to use examples. We are talking about someone who has problems with public speaking. So you can come up with a big idea and say, talk in front of a crowd as you would in front of your best friend. Okay? So you are telling this person who's reading, the big idea is, here we are trying to help you to be confident, talk freely in the crowd as you would in front of your best friend. So this is something, the big idea must be something that someone who has the challenge, the fears of public speaking can resonate with and feel like, okay, this is something I want. It's not specifically the hook. Here, you're not trying to hook and sell them. No, you are building a picture of something good they might be interested in. This is the big idea.
Yeah.
So coming up with a big idea is something which takes time. You find yourself alternating between different big ideas, but you know a good idea when you see one. And the sales page will follow this big idea. And the third thing is one offer. Okay? What are you offering? What does your offer look like? So you can say that in offer, you can say that I promise that you'll stop freezing at the very thought of speaking in front of crowd and become more comfortable speaking anywhere. Okay? You come up with an offer which is specific, will help you to navigate, to stop trembling in front of people and become confident. So the offer also must be specific and something which someone can be, feel like, okay, I want this. This is something I want.
This is something that can help me solve
my
issues.
Yeah.
Issue with public speaking.
Mm-hmm. So once you come up with these three things, then you start to develop your sales page. So there's what we call the framework of a sales page. Okay?
But a framework.
Okay, a sales page is composed of parts.
Yeah.
The parts that compose a sales page. There are different frameworks, but the one I like and the one which is so good, it is what we call PAS, which is
PAS.
yeah, problem, agitation, and solution.
Problem, agitation,
And solution.
and solution.
So also you have to understand that the people you're trying to help, they are of different categories. Okay? There's someone who is problem aware. They know that they have the fears of public speaking. Okay? And you have another category of people who are solution aware. Okay, they know we have a problem of public speaking, and they also know some solutions. We know how we can navigate to overcome our fears.
They can join.
They can join different clubs. They can, okay, something like that. Also, there's another category which is product aware. So, among those people who is aware that I have a product which can help them, they know they have a problem of public speaking. They know that the solution is to join the club. But among those solutions, who among those that knows I have also a product among the solutions they are looking for? So we have product aware. After that, you have most aware. So someone now they know their problems, and they know that you have a solution, and they know about you. Okay?
Yeah.
And also there's the last stage, most aware with high intent. So this is the last stage, which is they know everything about you, and also willing to buy, to choose you to help them overcome their problems. So in PAS, problem agitation solution, normally you start at the very beginning of your sales page by stating a solution, a problem, highlighting the problem they have. Okay? Imagine if you are browsing, you're finding a solution somehow, or someone who can help you overcome your public speaking fears, and you find the sales page that starts with, highlighting your problems. You feel like, okay, this person knows I struggle, right? Mm-hmm. So you start your sales page to that stage, which is problem aware. You start by problem, okay? Then after that, you can agitate it. Make it shine. Make them fully believe in their problems, that they really have a problem, and they do. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it even like, if you don't do this is what is going to happen to you, something like that. After all, it's a game of convincing a person, so you have to convince them. And so after agitation, we have solution. So a lot of people do well in writing the problem and agitating it, but when it comes to the solution, here some people make a lot of mistakes. But before you go to the solution, you also have to include why other solutions might not work for them. Okay? So you are presenting a problem, you're agitating it, and you say, okay, if you also think this is going to work for you. No, it's not going to work for you because of ABC. Okay? You are removing the excuses.
Yeah. You are handling the
Objections, yeah.
Even they can.
Then you go to the solution. The solution part must include your products. But in this way, you start by introducing. You can start with a header, go introducing. Maybe it depends on the product you're selling. Okay? So you introduce your offer, your service, your product. And after introducing the product, you give an executive summary of your product. Okay? In the executive summary, here, you make sure that you include the why a product is special, okay? Why a product, introduce your product in a way that makes it shine, makes it look good. Then after introduction, there's another part which is why. Why your product, why your services. So here in the why section, it's where you start to talk about the procedures that took place to come up with your product, maybe the experience you have, all those things that makes your product become so solid. Maybe it's a team of public speakers who came up together to create a program which helps people overcome their fears. So these things which makes a product, it's a group of public speakers who have awards. You include their achievements, you include their personalities, the awards they have won. This increase the value of the product.
Actually, I can give like an example. A few days ago, I saw an event of Dean Grazios and Tony Robbins. In that sense, one of their unique or differentiator they were saying was that they were using throughout the sales page was that they have the over 70 years of experience combined. Because the one I've been doing this in this personal development in personal development industry for over 40 years. On the other one is over 30 years, and then combined they are over 70.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about. So in the why section, you have to put all of those things, even the story, the story of the owner of the, of the product, the founder, highlighting his experience and what makes this product so special. The amount of time it took to make a research to come up with this product, all of these things which makes it more valuable. Then after the why section, we have what we call try. Here, try, it can depend based on the product or the service you have. Maybe if you offer a software, you can put something which shows how the product works. But if you don't have, you can include the testimonials, okay, the awards, all those, okay, testimonials mostly. You can put the testimonials in this section of try. But if you are in the industry of softwares, all these things which can be demonstrated like a demo, you put it there so people can see. And you stop talking too much and you just show something a little, like how your product works. You can put a video if it's okay. Yeah, mostly if you can put a little video, but depends, on how you want the sales page to come up with. But if you have a software, you can put a little video for a few seconds showing how it works, or you can put reviews to increase, to increase possibilities for why they should choose you. So after the why section, then you come up with the product, okay? They buy the product. Now the product is there. So here in the product, you include the product and the bullet points. Here's what you're going to get from the product. Here's, you highlight the product also again, including all the information that can make someone buy. Also here you can use different copywriting hacks, techniques that increase value, authority.
In last episode, you taught us to, in previous episode, you taught us to use the benefits oriented rather than you talk about features.
Yeah. So that's what you do when you're creating the bullet points of your product. You highlight the benefits. This is what you're going to get. And below that, you have to include something which is assurance. Okay? You can say, prove us wrong. If you don't get this result within this time, you get your money back. Like a money back guarantee. Okay, this is something that some businesses like to use, others they don't like to use. But to have this section of money back guarantee, it increases the possibility of being chosen by people because they trust you more. It's something psychological. I don't know why, but if it's there, no matter what, someone's going to click on that button. Yeah. I think I try to compress like in short words, but if you are to go into details, it's a lot of work. So this is like to highlight on the important key factor in why writing a good sales page.
Yeah, and I believe for audience, they get the basics to get them started to write a great sales copy. Because if I can call for them, some of the framework, you talked about the framework, which is PAS, PAS, problem, agitate. Oh,
Solution
is it problem, agitation,
and solution.
and solution? And then you also talked about how you go through the journey of writing that sales page, which start with identifying your leader, your one leader, and then you come up with the idea, big idea, and then you offer. I think with those two things combined, you can write a sales page.
Something I forgot. So before you write, after in the section of product, that's where you also include that offer. You see? Yeah. So I forgot. Sorry. In the product, after you highlighting before you write, you come up with the money back guarantee. To creating the bullet points for your product. There you include that one offer that you created.
Yeah. People, if they want to learn more, they can reach out to you, and even ask you for a workshop. You can 3-day workshop. I believe in 3 days they can craft. They can leave the workshop after being the number one sales.
In 3 days you can learn a lot of things regarding coming up with a good sales page.
Yeah, I believe in these 30 minutes you give essentials to craft a good sales page.
Yes.
So, and before we wrap up this episode today, I want you to end with this episode with telling us what the common mistakes that the business owners you see tend to make. Few mistakes.
Thank you very much. So the first mistake I see, it's very annoying when you go to the sales page and you find a button where it is written buy now, like at the beginning. Okay? Yes, it's very annoying. To be honest, okay, to the person, we said about the stage of the prospect, problem aware, solution aware, product aware. Sometimes people who are visiting your site, they are not aware of your product. You want them to buy what? So you have to take them through the stages, okay, to persuade them. They cannot buy without a reason. They have to believe you. You can't buy from someone you don't know. You don't know about them. Maybe the scams. It's online. Yeah. So the best thing to do or to not do is to put something like buy now on the sales page. Maybe this can happen on other pages of your website. I'm not saying that you can't do this, but on the sales page specifically, it's like a conversation. You're building an argument. So buying section comes at the end after someone is very understanding of what you're offering, after understanding how you're going to help them. So this is the mistake I've seen, which pulls people away from your sales page.
Yeah.
Also, another mistake is some people write the sales page but they guess, they try to guess what's going on in the reader's mind. So if you don't make a deep research, as I said, 90% of what you write on your sales page must be something which is going on in the mind of your reader, the conversation they have, the language they say. When I used the example of public speaking because I was writing a sales page for public speaking. You have to use the words, the keywords people use when they're demonstrating, they're saying about their fears, shaking knees, sweaty palms. So those words that someone can say, you can read and be like, oh, this is me. Butterflies in the stomach. Yeah? So you have to, you don't guess. You have to make a deep research. So I think these are the most common mistakes people do.
Yeah. Thank you, Hussein, for your wisdom. I think everybody got something here. And I hope people at home, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow our social medias on Twitter and on Instagram and TikTok, and on a streaming platform, iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon, everywhere.
We are conquering.
Yeah, we are conquering. So see you next Wednesday. Ciao, ciao.